I'm gonna have a look here at a really cool vintage knife. This is like a vintage knockoff, and it's one of the coolest knives, I think, in movie history. This is a Frost Cutlery Combat Survival 1, and it's actually a knockoff of the famous and obviously expensive knife, the Life Support knife. There's various different models of the Life Support, but this is the one. I'll show it here shortly with the serrations on the blade, and it was like I believe it was Crain who made the original design. I don't know how Frost Cutlery got a hold of it and did their knockoff, because I have not found any information at all on the Frost. You could find the Crain, you can find all kinds, but not on the Frost Cutlery one. And so I'll show some of the differences here. And it was the knife that was, like for those who don't know, it was the knife that was prominently featured in Commando, and it's also in Predator. There's two different ones in Predator because there are various knives in the Life Support system. And one of the dudes, I think it was Mac, I'm not positive. I think it was Mac who had the one with the serrations on it, but it is in Predator. The model that this is actually based off of. Like, I've been wanting to get a replica of the knife from like Commando and Predator, and I was looking them up, and they're not so great, and you never know these ones that are like handmade, sort of Pakistani made ones, like how great they're going to be. And when I found this, and I found it for a super amazing price, because it's not in the best kept condition, but to me that's perfectly fine, because I plan on cleaning it up, and cleaning up is, it's fun. I enjoy doing it. So here's the knife. It's what we get in the box. We get the knife just like this. Should be easy enough to recognize. Let's see here. I'll just flip it around. I'll show it in a little better detail in a moment, but that's our basic blade there. You can see the rust on it and everything. And we'll move to our sheath you get here, which is a really, first day is a really nice sheath. We'll look at it in detail in a moment, but one of the cool things is you get an extra little like cap for the handle, because this is a hollow handled survival knife, and you get an extra like cap with a lanyard loop and a breaker on it. I'm not exactly sure why they give you the two options. Like, I would have been perfectly fine with basically either one, but they did give you the option, which is kind of neat. So we will I'll move the box out of the way so we can look at these a little bit better. And I'll set this over here. So we'll look at the sheath first. You got your like heavy duty, nice sheath quality, and then here's our button style here, USA Cowboy. I'm not going to take the sharpening stone out, because like I really haven't messed with this at all. I just wanted to show it exactly how I got it before I cleaned anything up, because I will extensively clean this up. And obviously this leather, if it's been like this for many years or something, it could be very brittle and just break and everything. It might have to be replaced. But so here's our sheath, you can see here, and obviously it has quite a bit of leather here for strapping it to your thigh or whatever. And then there's these, I'm assuming it came with these, just the way that they're attached on here, which is the little, like basically they're like key rings. They're usually for pulling a saw. But if you look at, there is some kind of design on them. I don't know what's special about them, why they have the little design, but they're not just cheap little key rings. So that's the sheath they give you with it. And then onto the knife, we'll have a look at the outside first. So you've got Soligen stainless, which I'm assuming it means it was made in Soligen, Germany. I don't know if that's just a kind of steel, or if it does actually mean it was made in Germany. but you can see the rust on it, and their serrations are actually really nice on this one. They seem to be pretty sharp and everything. But I guess we'll look at the other marking. You can see the Frost Cutlery with the like the eagle there, or the hawk, or whatever he is, which is neat. That's as far as that. That's all the markings are on it. It doesn't have like the model number of the knife or anything. You can see the really nice clip point blade. This thing is sharp. It is very sharp, and if you look at the edge, you can see how fine it goes to that secondary edge. It's a very, very sharp knife out of box. Like all these years, I mean, I guess there's not much to, I mean, the blade's not going to dull if you don't do anything with it over the years, so it is sharp out of box. And then we have the guard here, which this differs it from the original, because the original had like the screwdriver end here, and it had something else on this end. It wasn't the like the Phillips head screwdriver. It was something else on this end, but this end is almost like a blunt, like hammer end on it. It also featured 2 holes, which this does not. Then the second difference is this handle is like brass, and the original was, as far as I know, it was completely all stainless steel. And then you have the wire wrap, just like the original. And our cap on the bottom here, which will open. In this one, which I find kind of strange, this one has the compass, which the compass actually works really good in this. This is a really nice compass on this. Like it is pointing true to north right now. And it has the compass, and they never put it on this one. So like to me, I would always keep the one with the compass is more useful than this, if you ask me. But and then it's got the stuff inside. We'll wiggle it out here. I would put a spring in this to help it, but I just wanted to see like just exactly how this knife originally was. So you get this little plastic container. I'm not going to take all this stuff out, but you can see how old it is. The matches and everything in there, and then you've got your fishing line and hooks, and then you've got a few sinkers up in here and some needles. So I guess there is no actual saw, so I don't know why you got the I guess you would use those for fishing too, the rings. But we'll put it away and we'll close it up here. And I'll put the just put these up here for a second, just so I can, you know, do a conclusion on it. Like this is a really great copy of this. This is a totally solid, excellent knife. I mean, it's such an iconic knife from the movie. You can see Arnold right here holding the original knife in his hand, and in the Predator it's extensively used. I'm not sure the numbers, like if there's a certain number of which life support is which, because the one that's mainly in Predator is the solid back, and then there was one dude who had the saw back, but the one in Commando is the saw back model, and this is a very, very close replica to the one in Commando and also in Predator. And like if you know any more about the Frost Cutlery, like the vintage Frost Cutlery knives and that, like post it up, because I would like to know more. I cannot really get any more information about this knife. I've been looking in that, and I'm not really interested in the value or anything, but I would like to just know the history, like if this is an actual licensed copy of the blade style, or if this is a, say, like a true knockoff, like an unlicensed thing, or what the deal was. But this is a really cool vintage knife, survival knife from way back in the day, the Combat Survival one by Frost Cutlery. And other than that, thank you for watching.